Yo, what's going on, yo? Welcome back to the channel, man. And today we'll be reacting to the Hell of Heartbreak video by Chico. We've all been there, bro. We've all had our heart broken. Come on, man. It's a canon event, at least for niggas. Yeah, you know what I mean? You either learn to accept it and move on, or you wallow in your self-pity until eventually you off yourself. Amen. Say amen. I'm not here to judge nobody for however they want to go about handling their life, right? And dealing with their traumas. It's not my place to say, cause I'm not perfect, bro. I'm no angel. You hear me? So I get it when you're hurting, you know, it's very easy to feel like nothing in life is worth living for, you know, but don't do that. Don't do that. I'm sure somebody out there, you know, values your life. And if not, then fuck. Sucks to suck, nerd. You feel me? So we're just going to get straight into this video. The Hell of Heartbreak, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, what a time.
Heartbreak might just be one of the hardest pains to go through. Having your chest ripped out like a Mortal Kombat fatality in real time is actually tragic. This feeling will genuinely have you crying during the sunset like the GOAT himself. Easily one of the worst feelings in the world, especially if you have to keep seeing that person for the foreseeable future. I've gone through my fair share of heartbreaks in my time, and let me tell you, broski, shit is not easy in the slightest. If I ranked heartbreaks on the pain scale, shit might be up there with like a roundhouse kick to your balls or, I don't know, childbirth. I wish somebody could have prepared young Chico, aka Cheeks. Look, I'm still working on the nickname. Y'all gotta chill on me, alright? In life,
This nigga, wow. This nigga literally just said he's ass. That's what he said, bro. That's what he said, bro. That's what he said, bro. Do we need to rerun the clip? I'm not gonna do that, but that's what he said, bro. Bro, I've had my heart broken one serious time have I had my heart broken, bro. One time was all the time it took for me to recognize the signs and friggin' evade the fuck out of them. I'll be dodging those red flags like Neo in the Matrix, boy. You are not gonna catch me lacking again to break my heart. Are you fucking dumb? Huh? You know who I am? Yeah, you won't play. You are not gonna play in my face like that, shorty. You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Heart will inevitably get broken a couple times, bro. I went into my life on some SpongeBob SquarePants shit. Walked out on my it's the best day ever type vibe.
You stupid.
Except it was not the best day ever. Hell, it wasn't even the okayest day ever. When I was a kid, I thought life was just gonna be all peaches and rainbows. But instead, it was all just sour apples and ass. If you guys recall how Squiddy did the bob, bro, then you would understand exactly how I was done in a couple of my relationships, bro. Not to say I didn't earn it, because maybe I was just on my goober shit, but I'll tell you this, the boy had his heart ripped out a couple of times. When it comes to heartbreak, bro, there's no way out of this one. Like the Black Plague in the 1300s, bro, that heartbreak is coming for you.
This makes me feel like a rat.
When I realized this, heartbreak is simply the path you have to take in those early days. Everybody goes through it eventually at some point, unless you're like some 6'7" maxed out light-skinned 2K player, you're most likely gonna go through some form of heartbreak. If I'm being honest, every heartbreak I ever went through in life led me to be the person I am today. A broke nigga. But Lord knows I had a couple, bro. When I was freshly in high school, the first girl I ever met was this e-girl type of girl, I guess you could say, bro. One thing I knew from the jump is that she had an extremely toxic relationship with her ex. Now her ex was my homie's homie.
Sir. That was your first red flag, bro. Her last relationship was extremely toxic. That was your first warning. Now, these things individually by themselves are not any sort of major issue. Is when they start compiling that you realize that this girl is going to fuck me all the way over, bro. So, We're keeping score now, chat. That's 1. All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was personally friends with bro, but I guess I knew him through acquaintance. I don't really think we liked each other, which became way more evident as time goes on. But he was the spitting image of her. All right, they were fucking perfect for each other, I guess. As she was an E-girl, he was just like E-boy, chain, fluffy hair, white dude. Basically, I should have seen the signs from a long way away, bro, because I was a little light-skinned squeeze, bro. I had my little gooey goggles on and shit. I was a little bit of a bum at the time, right? But I was head over heels for this girl, bro. I was like, damn, I think I love her.
Hey, Dios mío!
In hindsight, I indeed did not love her, but I'll tell you this, that heartbreak hit like it was love, bruh. It hit like it was love. To say I was a goober is kind of underplaying it. Not only was I a goober, but I was a freshie, bro. And the worst kind of freshman, because not only was I a goober, but I was naive, bro. I saw so many signs in this situation, but the worst thing I ever stayed through, bro, one of the biggest moments of simpery that I ever went through in my entire life is when I caught her hugging her ex, right? I caught her outside of her class.
Nope. No. 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 Immediately cut that shit right then and there. Right then and there. Toxic relationship with this nigga, but you're hugged up with this nigga while we're supposed to be talking. Out of your fucking mind. No. 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 Even when I was a freaking jit, a freaking stupid ass idiot, right? Back in my younger days, I still would not have gone for that nonsense, bro. What are we talking about? Because whenever I got out of a relationship, regardless of how bad or good it was, and if I'm in another one, you will never see me in any sort of communication with my ex. What are we doing? It has nothing to do with, you're just so insecure you can't talk to these people. No, it's out of respect for my new relationship. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about, bro? You gonna be hugged up with your ex in front of class when me and you were supposed? Huh? Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Are you mental, bro? She must be off of some. She was an e-girl. Never mind. Carry on.
Hugging her ex, and she told me
they're always off of something, bro.
They were hugging because they made up, but it was nothing serious like that. And can you believe what young Chico did, bro? Can you look me in the eye and believe what I did? I listened. Nigga. No, I listened, bro. And like after this, I felt like she even kind of felt like, bro, why did you not break up with me? Because she went around and started telling people in the school that she was embarrassed to date me and she never wanted to date me in the first place. And I had people in the school being like, yo, bro, that is not your bid, bro. That is not your bid. And then I confronted her and she was like, we should just break up because so many people have so much drama around us. The minute I broke up with her, bro, she ran away like she was free, bro. Remember when that SpongeBob character escaped the big ass gum?
I'm free! I'm sugar free!
That's what I would compare her to. And you know what? It's all good, bro, because immediately after that shit happened and she got back with her ex, surprise, surprise, they went through a messy breakup that led bro to find her at In-N-Out where she was working at the time. And for any of you that don't know what In-N-Out is, it's only the greatest burger joint on the planet, all right? If you don't live in California or any state that has it, which I'm pretty sure they're franchising and shit, you gotta travel to Cali and try that shit. It's beautiful. The burgers are beautiful. But he tracked Lil Shorty down, right? Ordered an In-N-Out milkshake and she gave it to bro and he threw it back in her face and drove off.
Hey, bro, that's the shit she liked, bro. She went back to the nigga. They were toxic to begin with from jump. That was the first thing you mentioned about their relationship. That's the shit she liked. She liked that. That probably turned her on. They probably friggin' had the greatest makeup sex after that. I don't fucking... Oh my God, what am I doing, bro?
Now I won't condone assault and say she deserved that, bro, because she didn't deserve that. However, I'm just saying, you knew your ex was like that. You should have fucked with the boy before you became employed. But I'm not a rapper. Now who I dated after this girl, I'm not proud of, bro, because out of desperation of a moment, I was like, you know what, bro, your boy's gonna fuck with some tortas, bro. I'm gonna fuck with some tortas. I thought for sure if I was messing with the tortas, everything would go good this time. Wrong. So to give y'all some context, I moved school shortly after that last situation happened, and I get to my new school, right, and I meet this one shorty, right, and you know, she was a little bit of a torta, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of a torta. I was like, you know what? All girls are beautiful, right? I was one of the all girls are beautiful, right? So I'm like, bet. And I took her on a movie date, right?
Now, that is true. All girls are beautiful, and all women do deserve love. That doesn't mean I have to be the one to love you. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Somebody out there is gonna love you for being round. It ain't gonna be me, but it's somebody might, you know? Amen. Say amen. Look, I already told y'all in that last video, bro, with one of my red flags. If I can't pick you up, that shit dead. And back in school, in my school days, I was a little skinny nigga, bro. Skinny, twig ass nigga, right? I wasn't picking up shit. Every single girl I dated back in school, I was physically able to pick up, which was great. Enjoyed it. Now, that being said, there were some good looking round girls. Like, if you're round, that's cool. You got a pretty face with it, soft voice, you're kind. Cool. I'm not gonna date you, but you're cool. You know, I can acknowledge that you're pretty, and I probably have told them that I thought they were attractive, but I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Now, that is not how I want to go out. You know what I mean? Smothered under some thick chick's boobs.
Is this nigga serious?
Gotta stop, bro. I'm done, bro.
And this was the movie date of hell, broski. The movie date of hell. Before the movie date, it seemed like she was mad interested. Your boy, I gotten just a little bit flyer, just a tad bit flyer, right? I grew a couple inches. So I take her to the movies. At first, the first thing that goes wrong is that I thought the movie was PG-13 and I was 15, but the movie was actually rated R. So suffice to say, we ain't fucking watched that movie, right? So I had a better idea. I'm like, yo, let's get some food and walk around the area of the mall, which happens to be the fucking hood, but irrelevant, right? So during this walk and talk session where we're eating food, she's telling me some of the craziest bop lore I'd ever heard in my entire life, bro. She's talking about how individuals were hitting shit from different angles, doing all types of crazy shit. And I'm like, yo, we just met, bro. She was telling me things for free that the CIA couldn't torture out of me, bro. And you know what's crazy? That wasn't even a heartbreak. A couple more things happened in between this moment that I guess are sort of irrelevant, but she ends up ghosting me right after one.
He most definitely clapped, bro. Most definitely cracked, bro. What do we talk? That's why it's irrelevant, bro. You don't want to admit that you know what I mean? Hey, bro. Like I said, they deserve love, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Somebody gotta crack them, you know what I mean? She already built like an egg.
You need to leave.
About hangout, she ends up ghosting me.
That was the last one. I'm done, bro. I'm all right. No more fat jokes, bro. I'm good. I'm done.
And then I'm shown a tape. Yeah, bro. She made one of them tapes.
Hey, Dios mío!
What I'll say is this, bro. I would rather be strapped up and have to watch 72 hours of cartel videos than have to watch this video ever again, bro. Watching this video felt like watching my mom be shot or some shit, bro. This shit was the craziest shit to lay my eyes on. So we basically never spoke again after that, and I moved schools again. I actually got kicked out of that school, but this is a conversation for another day. We'll talk about that story, right? But I get to my newest school and the last school I ended up graduating from. I'm messing with this goth girl, right? After realizing the tortas and everything else, maybe they just weren't for me, bro. Maybe these girls just weren't for me, and I'm gonna start messing with the goth hoes. And I won't lie to you, bro, for a fraction of a little minute, bro, for a short little time, it felt like that was the correct decision, bro. Shorty was mad cool, bro. Like, outside of school, she was mad cool. She was cool in school, too, but we used to FaceTime and shit. I was like, oh, shit, broski. I might have found her, right? And I started putting her on Cardi and shit like that, because she was listening to metal and shit. This is back in the day when, like, Cardi had, like, was leading up to a whole lot of red and shit like that. I was like, oh, my God, bro. I might have just found the one. But this ain't a video on dating successes, bro. So you could probably already start to guess exactly what happened in this situation. Well, you're not gonna guess exactly what happened. We stopped talking for like 3 days, bro. It couldn't have been more than 3 days, bro. It couldn't have been more than 3 days. And she automatically starts fucking with this dude that graduated from our school years ago, bro. Like, at the time, bro, we were sophomores and bro was 20 years old, bro. Just an old dude just messing with a little girl, right? And it was weird as fuck to begin with. But not to mention, when I tried to tell her this shit, she said, "You're just jealous. You're jealous of him." And yeah, I was jealous of him. Fuck.
Oh, Lord.
After that, bro, I just gave up for a while. I was like, you know what, bro? I don't even want to be in the race anymore. Take me out the game, coach. And I sat out for a while. And after that, I'll let the rest of that story pan out how it pans out, bro. But all this to say, all those heartbreaks, bro, and I'm still trucking. Now, am I okay? No, please, bro. Please send help, like, immediately. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I just got one word for you, Slam.
Okay. I guess I got an ad now, and I guess that was the end of the video. Look, like I told you at the beginning, I've only had my heart broken one time. That was all it took, one time. And then I sat out of the game for like 4 years, 3-4 years. Yeah. I was still messing with chicks, but like I was not taking any of them serious stuff. It took one time for me to get cheated on. I was like, yep, fuck this, fuck you. I hate it here. Ah, boy. And me. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I get it. I don't know how he let his heart get broke 3 times, but then again, he's a little nigga. You know what I mean? He's a little nigga. So, I get it. It happens to the best of us. It happens to all of us, actually. So, there's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to be, like, mad about. You know, it's gonna happen. So, just let it happen. And keep it pushing afterwards, you know what I mean? Because I promise you, that girl might feel like the only girl in the world for you, but shut up. But there are so many other options. There are so many other options. I promise you. Like, no amount of rejection should stop you from still trying to find somebody. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know after a time it gets like, this is getting redundant, this is getting annoying, what the fuck am I even doing? Why am I even doing this? Blah, 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 blah. But, bro, just endure it. You'll be okay. You'll be just fine. Anyway, that'll be it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Where's my key at? Peace.